Goodness. Just give me a pop-up after you go live. Don't give me a pop-up after you go live. All right. Yes, we are live. It's been a long time. I'm unprepared for this. This is just on a whim type thing, as I typically do for my lives when I'm out shopping for sales and I buy something. So no one's watching yet, but we'll give it a few minutes. The new YouTube app, trying to set it up for a live stream using your phone. You're setting it all up in portrait orientation, and you have to take the thumbnail holding your phone in portrait orientation for a landscape thumbnail. It doesn't make any sense. And then there's now an option before you get into the settings. There's icons along the side of take a stream vertically or stream horizontally. So I chose to stream horizontally. I'm hoping this is a typical looking long form 16:9 video. And I've just got my phone propped up here on the dash of my Ford Maverick. And I just wanted to talk to you about what I've been buying lately, as it is sale season. Once we hit that early November timeframe, we get right into the Black Friday sales. They started November 1st this year for Canada. And just a bit of history on that. 10 years ago, we didn't even have Black Fridays in Canada. We only did Boxing Days, and which is Boxing Day in Canada is the day after Christmas. And now Boxing Day is pretty much dead. They'll still do a couple of sales on the 26th of December, but very rarely. And typically it's just a repeat of what we see in November now. So there has been some sales, as you've probably seen. Your inbox is probably flooded with deals right now of what's on sale at various shops. I'm going to speak mostly about hobby shops, but I am on a new phone right now. This is my new iPhone 16 Pro, so the quality and the audio should be better than it has been for the past few years. I went from a 12 to a 13 Pro used, which had some broken microphones, and definitely is more noticeable now that I've changed my phone to a 16. Now I'm on a 16 Pro, so the quality of this, I'm shooting on the selfie camera right now, and it should be a little bit better quality. Anyway, hobby shop sales. I have a couple stuff in my truck, as I just came out of Great Hobbies and bought a little bit more stuff than I initially went in there to get, but that's what happens when the deals kind of work in your favor. So I did do that, but I want to talk about what I bought from Hobby Hideway first, and some of the things I got online. So Hobby Hideway is probably the hobby shop that I've been frequenting the most recently. It is one of our newest hobby shops in the Ottawa area. It's in Orleans, Ontario. And the thing that's cool about that shop is that they do racing every week. So they do Mini Z racing on Wednesday nights, and they do Tamiya Mini four-wheel drives on the weekends. So if you've watched any of my videos over the past year or so, you've certainly probably seen me in that shop doing some of these events. It's really fun. I still go there almost weekly. I just don't record there every time, as I'm doing the same repetitive thing over and over again. I try and only make my racing videos when I'm actually testing something new or showing you something new that's exciting, unless I'm expecting it to be a very entertaining race. I try and, make it so that I have something interesting to show you that I'm trying out on the track. So Hobby Hideway, I've already bought a couple things there over the past week or two, as they did announce their Black Friday deals a week or two ago. The first thing was something that I never thought that I would end up buying, but it came on a good sale, and that is a 1/10 scale tire warmer, the Sky RC Pro tire warmer. I got the kit that has the 1/8 scale tire bands, and I didn't necessarily want that kit because I didn't think it would be ideal for doing on-road 1/10 scale, but it ended up working out, where I learned after buying it that if you end up buying the 10 scale version of that kit that has the silicone tire warmers, that they are specifically sized for 1/10 scale touring car tires, and they will not fit on 1/10 scale F1 tires that are the CRC track magnets, are a slightly bigger diameter rear wheel, and the silicone cups won't fit over those. So I actually ended up buying the correct kit. The 1/8 scale version has these adjustable Velcro bands, and you can size them to tires. It's marketed as a 1/8 kit, but they go down this small. So they go down to a 1/10 scale on-road size. It may not be the most ideal way to do it, but it certainly works. And so yeah, I tried that out. I don't have a DC power supply. You can power that machine two ways, on a DC power supply or on a 4S LiPo. I have raced it on the 4S. I've used it on the 4S LiPo. Works great. I used it at the last race weekend, and I kind of had it on and off through the whole race day. You're there for 10 plus hours, and I only dropped 1 volt on my 4S LiPo, so I'm very happy with that. Some of the other things I bought at Hobby Hideaway that went on sale was just a helping hands type thing for holding wires while you're soldering them, and a couple of other just random mini Z parts that that were not on sale, but I just needed anyway, as I'm constantly racing and breaking, kind of wearing through some things. So I bought out most of their tools that they had on that sale. The tire warmer and the helping hands are the 2 tools that I thought were useful, and I did buy those, and they're now out of stock on those, so there's no more of that deal available. But they do have quite a few of the TTO2 kits and TTO1 kits on sale. So if you're interested in a TTO1 or TTO2 race kit, check out Hobby Hideaway. They have quite a few sales on. Then the online sales, China specifically, the 11/11 sales are quite potent, and I actually found myself looking at AliExpress quite a lot. And the interesting thing about AliExpress is that they carry a lot of the big brands that we know in North America and a lot of the race spec equipment that we know in North America. So I did end up ordering some equipment to build out a 1/28 scale system. They had the Hobbywing Mini 28 ESC and motor combos on for what ended up being, after coupons and promo codes, I got that for 130 Canadian shipped. That's very cheap for here. I believe that system goes normally near $200 in hobby shops. So you just kind of got to play the sales against each other. You know, you don't want to support your local hobby shop as much as you can, but when there's a big deal like that, I'm all for getting the best deal for you, the consumer. So certainly shop around and do what you think is best for you. Even if you buy a component, you know, online through China that you're going to use, eventually you're going to end up needing some parts, and just support your local hobby shops that way. So speaking of local hobby shops, but before we get there, AliExpress, I ended up buying that ESC motor combo, a Fly Sky receiver, the 128 scale Fly Sky receiver, and a servo as well, so I can try and build out a 128th race car that is not a Mini Z. It's another chassis. I will disclose that in the future. And then there's other stuff that I need to get that race car going, so the local shops will certainly get the rest of those purchases to get that fully built out. Then I just came out of Great Hobbies, which is, the thumbnail was me picking up some Great Hobbies equipment. Yeah, this is a Spectrum brand product. Hopefully it's not mirrored. Is it mirrored? Yes, it is mirrored, so you can't read it. This, I believe the sale is over. This was the pre-Black Friday deal sale, and I found this out through a Facebook post. Clanks RC shared this as a good deal. I agree it's a good deal. This is the high-speed charger for the Groms, and for your typical EC. It wouldn't be EC5, it would be the IC5, I guess. IC3. Actually, I'm not sure what. Yes, this one has IC3 and IC5 selectable ports. And what made this bundle a deal is it comes with this 65-watt gallium nitride USB charger power brick. This whole thing was like $30 Canadian, and normally those gallium nitride chargers, if you try and find a 65-watt USB-C PD power charge gallium nitride charger in a shop, those are $30 to $50 alone. So I'm essentially getting this charger for free. I do have a Grom, and I might get another Grom in the future, so I did want to be able to have something that would charge those silly G2 Spectrum smart batteries a little bit more efficiently than the USB charger, because those batteries do not have a legacy balance plug on them. They only have the smart plug, so that's why this makes it a little bit more useful. So just check your shops if they still have this on sale. This would have been on the Horizon sale. Most of your local hobby shops are just regurgitating the sales that Horizon Hobby authorizes. This was a product that was on their authorized list. This is called the S100 charger and 65-watt power block combo by Spectrum RC, which is a Horizon Hobby brand. Then I got looking at the actual pre-Black Friday pre-Black Friday Great Hobbies unique sales, and they had a couple that were quite interesting to me, and one thing stood out in particular. This is not something that I need, but I ended up buying it anyway after I confirmed that it had in the box what I hoped it would have in the box, which is, can you guess? I've had no chats come in. I don't know if I can see them or if it's hidden, but can you want to guess what this is before I show you? If you are chatting, I'm sorry, it's not showing up on my phone. I'll have to check it later. It is the DT04 Next Gen Fighter Tamiya kit. And this includes a torque-tuned motor and a Hobbywing 1060, which makes it especially of a potent deal because this is regular near $300, and it went on sale for $149.99 Canadian. And it's a kit that's pretty new. This kit only came out last year. So it's certainly not a race kit. It's not even something that you could call a vintage kit, but it is interesting that such a modern kit went on sale. There's no one chatting, John. Thank you. Well, now you are. First chatter. Thank you very much. All right. So yeah, check out Great Hobbies. Check out, if you're interested in this, this is the NX Gen Fighter Buggy. It's the DT04. I'm sorry that this is reverse text for the video, but it is a pretty cool system. That it is a kit that came out in 2024, and it's already on super clearance, and it includes the Hobbywing ESC, which is pretty rare on its own. So you're getting a motor, you're getting an ESC, you're getting a full kit, you're getting wheels, you're getting tires. The only thing you need to complete this is a servo and a radio system and a battery, and it's ready to go. So if you're looking for a fun kit that you could build with your kid, or if you're looking to get into RC affordably, for 150 bucks Canadian for it to include a Hobbywing speed control and a motor and wheels and tires, that's pretty good. Also, these are oil-filled shocks. They don't look like it, but they are oil-filled shocks. This kit does not include bearings, but I did order 2 bearings while I was in shock, so I can build out some of the bearings you would need to make it a little bit better. And this is just saying you need a radio system and a battery. This kit does have a selectable wheelbase as well, and you get 2 color choices in the box of the sticker pack. You can do the white on blue or white on red, and it has an adjustable wheelbase when you build it out. It's a pretty cool kit. I think that's the best deal going at Great Hobbies right now for a big kit like this. This box is quite heavy, and I'm pretty impressed with that. So I was not expecting to buy this today, but as soon as I saw that it came with the Hobbywing ESC in the box, I was like, okay, let's do it. We'll add this to my pile of shame, as I call it, because I tend to buy these Tamiya kits on sale and then intend to build them someday when I stop racing so much and I do less of my day job, and I think, maybe I want to build a kit someday. So I've been buying Tamiya kits over the years. I have quite a few of them now. Not a huge selection, but quite a few. I have this. I have the Wild One Blockhead Motors edition. I bought a lunchbox a while back. I have a special edition TT02 Porsche 911 GT3, I think, in blue. And I have a Rally Beetle as well, the MF01 or MX01, one of those. Anyway, so yeah, Tamiya kits, really fun kits to build when they go on sale. To buy, really fun kits to buy when they go on sale. So yeah, that's that. And the rest of the stuff that I kind of have on order is coming in. I just loaded up on my racing parts that I needed as my deal with being a sponsor driver for Techno. We do get some store credit if you attend big races and you report that. So I had some store credit to use, so I ordered some maintenance parts. I think I'm going to put on the lightweight shock towers on my 8-scale truggy. I have a ET48 2.0, and it has all of the stock components in that. It has no upgrades on it. So I think I'm going to put on some of the kind of the 2.x level parts. I think I'm going to start with the light and shock towers. I also ordered the light and shock towers for my Buggy as well. Those are the fully split towers that come on the EB48 2.2 that Ryan Mayfield likes to race, and he helped develop that kit, the 2.2. I've always told people, if they asked me, are you going to get a 2.2? I always told them no, because I'm very happy with my 2.1. It's super strong. The 2.1 is a stronger car, but the 2.2 is a faster car. So I might play around with some of the 2.2 parts on my 2.1 and just play around with that shock tower thing. The reason why I've been resistant to get that split shock tower is that I have a feeling that if you end up landing on your roof a lot, they will bend, right? And then you could bend them back, but I don't want to have to keep worrying about if my shock towers are straight every time I'm going out for my main. I like a strong car over a bleeding fast car. So I ordered some of those parts, as well as just maintenance parts, upgrade parts for my Technos. I ordered a bunch of stuff from RC Mart, and they didn't really have any sales on. RC Mart had a pretty tame sale. They might come out with some stuff next week, but I didn't see anything super hot. But RC Mart is the only shop online that carries Express. There's a couple North American shops, but the pricing doesn't make much sense when you can buy it directly from China for cheaper. So I ended up ordering some stuff that I need for my Express XQ11. And my Mugen's been holding together well, and my Exotech F1 car's been holding together well, and you will be seeing some videos about that soon. So I have been recording some of my Mini Z racing that you've seen, but I've also started recording some of my 1/10 scale on-road racing, which you will see soon. I just need to get those edited up. And we've already gone through 2 of the racing in the series there, and I've recorded 1 of them. I didn't record the last one because I was just doing the same thing over again. I had nothing new to show. Once these new parts come in and I will start upgrading some things, then I will make a video of running those new parts. That's the plan. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I still have to go hit a couple more stores before they close. Best Buy also had a deal on AirPods. So I actually did cave and buy AirPods for the first time. I'm going to go pick them up now. I ended up buying AirPods 4 with AFC. So I've never had AirPods before. They've been out for 10 years. I've always just run cheap wired or wireless headphones. So I'm going to give real AirPods a try, and I'm going to see if they are actually useful for running as a wireless mic for doing videos on this phone. Because if you get a AirPods Pro 3 or an AirPods 4, you can use the microphone in those headsets, in those earphones for video. You just go into your camera settings on an iPhone and you can select use your AirPods as your mic. So that might be useful. It might not be. I know everyone on YouTube now, you're all seeing those little square microphones. Everyone's using the DJI or the Rode of that. I'm not going to buy into that yet unless I get it bundled with a camera in the future. I'm going to try AirPods first because I think that'll be more useful for just everyday life. I'll try AirPods for a while. As for RC, the other things that kind of are going on is it's mostly Mini Z. I'm doing Mini Z weekly. So I've been racing the AAA in Mini Z, as well as I am now racing the F1 converted car in Mini Z instead of box stock. And then I am building out a car for the open mod 2-wheel drive LiPo class in mini racing. That's 128 scale, 127 scale. It's kind of fluid, but the kits that are hot on the market right now is the associated RC28R and the Atomic MRX Masters Edition are the two probably the hottest chassis. And I will say that I did not acquire either of those yet. I might get the associated in the future, but the kit that I'm bidding out is something different. So look forward to seeing that. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Happy holidays all. If I don't talk to you all in the meantime, I probably won't be talking about much holiday stuff when I'm racing, but have a great Christmas, Happy New Year, all that stuff. Stay safe. Have a great time with your family over the holidays.